Welcome back to another segment of Manifest with That's a High Power with your host Dwight. And on this segment, we're going to talk about a few of Neville's teachings, right? So I'm going to start it off with a couple quotes. He continues to tell us that we're already the person that we desire to be, and our refusal to accept it is the only reason that we don't see it. So to give you a physical example of this, because I like to simplify things, is if you won $100,000 right now, would anything physically change about your body? And the answer is no, right? So he's telling you that you're already the person that you desire to be, but your unwillingness to believe it and to accept it is why you don't see it, right? Then he says that an assumption, if persisted in, will eventually harden into fact. It doesn't matter what it is, if it's a material thing, if it's a certain person you want to date, if it's a specific amount of money, if a certain career path, a certain promotion that you want, or a certain amount of money that you would like to make. He's saying that if you assume it, it's going to become a fact, or it's going to become a truth, it's going to become a reality, it's going to become an experience, it's going to become a part of your life. And Neville is a very profound teacher. So that is what it is. So a lot of this Neville's teaching, right? He deals with imagination and he deals with the inner world, law of correspondence. Uh, as it is in heaven, so be it on earth. As it is within, so it is without. So he's dealing with the mirror principle, right? A lot of us are looking at the 3D and we're looking for validation. We're looking for approval. We're looking for signs and we're looking for confirmations. But let me break the news to you. What's happening outside of your front door and in your affairs is old news. That was inside of you a couple months ago. That's why it's on the outside of you now. And so what you've been thinking, what you've been pondering, what you've been saying, what you've been contemplating, what you've been focused on, what you've been giving attention to, um, what you've been giving intention to and concentration is getting ready to come on the outside of you. A lot of times we think that things are exactly the same. And Joe Dispenza says it this way: 91% of our thoughts are the same thoughts from the previous day and the previous day and the previous day and the previous day. Our conditions look exactly the same, but our internal experiences are not. They're new experiences, but because nothing has changed in the thoughts, nothing has changed in the emotions, nothing has changed in the stories, nothing has changed in the beliefs, nothing has changed in the perceptions, nothing has changed in the expectations, nothing has changed in the habits, nothing has changed in the behaviors, and nothing has changed either in the action or the inaction. So we continue to get what appears by our sight or our vision, the same results. But every now moment is a new now moment. So it's not quite true that it's exactly the same. It's just that the patterns that's running, the programming that's happening, is causing similar results. But it's new experiences. So don't think that you're just having the same experience over and over again. These are new experiences that are similar, that are producing the same results, same outcomes, same harvest, same yields. So you need an internal shift, right, in order to change the results, outcomes, harvest, and yields that you're currently receiving. Nothing changes unless something changes. Nothing changes unless something changes. And the thing that has to change is you. So you got to change the identity, your self-concept, your concept of self, or your self-image, and then raise your level of awareness and increase your mindset, a mindset reset, because what you're thinking, what you're contemplating, what you're saying, what you're pondering, what you're giving attention to, what you're focusing on, what you're concentrating on is being reproduced. Remember, project it and you expect it and it comes into being. Project it and expect it and it comes into being. So Whatever signal and signature that you're giving to the unified field, um, the energy field, right? Because you're an electromagnetic being, is just going to be reciprocated back to you, or it's going to be reflected back to you. The mirror principle, right? Dual reality. Try this, right? Go to the mirror, right? If you are a woman, and tell the mirror that you're not going to put on any makeup until it puts on makeup. You're going to be standing there forever because the mirror is just a reflection. So it is with life. Whatever you're telling life to do, it's just reflecting back to you what's going on the inside of you. This is just very powerful. So Neville is true. He's telling the truth, right? You're already the person that you desire to be. Your refusal to accept it. Whether you think that you're not worthy, you're not deserving, you're not enough, you're not good enough, you don't have enough experience, you're this, you're that. Neville is saying none of that don't matter. You can release that and make an assumption and bring whatever reality, whatever experience, and whatever life you want into being. We've been live on Manifest with SI Power with your host, Dwight. I'm going to leave you with a quote from James Allen. Man is mind and mind is man, and evermore he takes the tool of thought, shaping forth what he wills, brings forth 1,000 joys or 1,000 ills. He thinks in secret, and it comes to pass. Environment is but his looking glass. And then a small excerpt of the poem If by Rudyard Kipling. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. A part of Rudyard Kipling's If.